and welcome to Club 7, episode 10 of The Pilgrimage on FM24. I'm Jamie. Coming up on today's episode, I've got both legs of our UEFA Conference League tie against Viking. And let's begin with the away leg, and the team for that one is coming up in just a moment. Okay, here is the team then for the trip to Norway, and it is Stejskal in goal. Back four is Carlos Roberto, Botman, Satalo and Svoboda. Gomez behind Bruno Guimaraes and Elliott in midfield. Brable's on the left, Echeverry on the right and Evan Ferguson up front. So let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, my assistant thinks it's a match we should be winning and we should make sure that we do. So let's pump the fists and agree with him, and let's get out into the tunnel. Does Adam Stejskal have a chance to earn more playing time by impressing in the cup competitions? Yeah, absolutely. Does Pal Anders Sandmal's absence make your job easier? Literally no idea. So I'll say it's a team game. How well do you think Carlos Roberto might play? I trust him and I know he's working hard. So let's get out there and do it. And that's the Viking team. So they're playing with a 4-4-2 setup. And that compares to our 4-3-3/4-5-1 that we traditionally use. And kickoff is fast approaching. Players are on the way, and we will very shortly get the kickoff, and let's see if we can get a win in the first leg to take back to St James's Park. And it is Newcastle who get us underway. Ferguson to Botman. Plays it into Gomez. Botman again. This time goes to Bruno, who gives it back to Botman. To Gomez, and this time we can break forward. Elliott plays the ball out to the left, but it's cut out. And Viking clear their lines. Satalo picks up the loose ball, finds Elliott. Into Ferguson, who finds Brable's. Echeverry makes it 1-0. It is Viking 0, Newcastle 1. And it's taken us 41 seconds to take the lead. So that does bode well for the first leg. Fingers crossed we'll have a healthy advantage to take back to St James's Park. And as we await the next highlight, we are 10 minutes in. It's still 1-0. So let's praise the boys for a good start. And hopefully that goes down reasonably well. Not universally, it has to be said. So maybe I ought to be demanding more of them. And 20 minutes in, still no further highlights. So I think, yeah, we will. In fact, now we do have one. Echeverry with a free kick. And it's tipped over by the keeper. So we'll have a corner, which Elliott will take. So it'll be an in-swinger with the left foot. Headed away. Echeverry allows that one to go. And there will be a throw-in, which Svoboda will take. Finds Elliott. Back to Satalo. And he goes back over the halfway line, all the way back to Stejskal in goal. He plays it forward to Botman, who can either bring it forward over the halfway or play it himself. But he gets it back from Gomez, so we're still in our own half. It's played forward to Bruno, but he finds Botman again. Carlos Roberto goes for a crossfield ball, which does find a target. Brable's into Elliott. Echeverry on the right plays it back to Svoboda. Elliott to Svoboda, who's looking for a cross but pulls it back instead to Echeverri. Bruno dispossessed. Svoboda picks up the loose ball and finds Gomez, who plays it to the left for Roberto, and the shot hits the post and goes out for a goal kick. So 1-0 still, 28 minutes gone, and still no sign of a second goal, but we're on the attack again. It's given away and ends up back with the goalkeeper. Can we win the ball back high up? Yes, we can. Gomez breaks the lines, and Jensen in goal makes the save. We are absolutely dominating this one, but it's still only 1-0. Although we're on the attack again. Svoboda with another throw into Elliott. Svoboda to Echeverri, and Echeverri crosses for Brabels, who puts the ball in the back of the net. And it is Viking 0, Newcastle 2. So we are 2 goals to the good away from home. And still only 36 minutes gone. And Viking have got one back. Halvorsen. And it's going to count. So it is Viking 1, Newcastle 2. And now we need to not panic. So I'll demand more, because we're not playing as well as we could be. But that hasn't gone down well either. So I think I'm going to keep quiet in the second half and just let them get on with it. But what I will do is make some substitutions. Doing well, can definitely find another gear. So I'm going to disagree with my assistant. And let's have a look at where we need to make changes. And I think Guimarães for either Mulan or Dewsbury Hall. And I'll go Mulan. Harvey Elliott for Dewsbury Hall or Cockbill. Dewsbury Hall it is. And we will take Gomez off and bring on Gertruida. And that will do. So we'll make 3 changes at half time. We'll get out there for the second half and let's see if we can finish the job. If we could get a third goal without reply to make it 3-1, then I think that would be almost job done. It's Svoboda's corner, and the keeper makes the save, and it's then cleared for a corner. So we're certainly starting on the front foot in the second half. Another Svoboda right-footed in-swinger to the near post, headed away. Dewsbury Hall shoots. It's cleared. Mulan, but the highlight comes to an end. And we're 55 minutes in. We've got a corner on the other side this time, so it's going to be a left-footed Dewsbury Hall in-swinger. And the header from Sven Botman finds the back of the net. And it is Viking 1, Newcastle 3. So we've got our 2-goal lead back. And I am going to play for set pieces as suggested. I'm going to take Brabels off, because he's tiring rapidly and is one of our key players. And we'll bring Jamario on. And we've got a free kick. And it is Echeverri over it. Echeverri with the free kick. Keeper makes the save but doesn't hold it. And we miss the target with the rebound. So coming up to 65 minutes. I'm going to hold off on the last substitution. We've got a Viking free kick now. Bekovic over it. Right-footed free kick. And the keeper saves it. And then picks up the loose ball. And the highlight comes to an end. And I think my final change is going to be Echeverry for Alexander Isak. As the ball's crossed in and the header is not held but is cleared by the defender. Dewsbury Hall plays it into Svoboda, who cuts it back but can only find the gloves of Jensen. 15 minutes to go. And 3-1 lead away from home. Svoboda with a corner. And that's a penalty. And it's Botman who's fouled. And I'm not sure who's on the spot kick. It is Alexander Isak. Sends the keeper the wrong way. Makes it 4-1. And that should put any lingering doubts about our progress to the next round on ice. So 76 gone, it's 4-1. And we've got an immediate resumption of highlight. Ostovic to Jelsa. It's out to Bekovic on the right. He's brought down. And Jamario is sent off. So that's not ideal. And I'm going to put Gertruida out onto the left-hand side, which isn't his best position, but he should be able to handle it for the remaining 13 or so minutes. So we'll stick him out on the left wing and confirm that. We're 4-1 up, so as long as we don't concede, that will be absolutely fine. I'm going to drop back to balanced rather than positive for the remaining minutes, and hopefully we can just see this one out as Carlos Roberto finds Gertruida, Mulan, and the shot is palmed behind by the keeper, so we've got a corner and a chance to potentially put the cherry upon the icing upon the top of the cake. Svoboda with the right-footed in-swinging corner, headed away. Isak doesn't manage to hit the target, and the defender clears. Satalo takes it back to halfway, and the highlight comes to an end. We can build again. Isak heads on to Ferguson, who plays it out to the right for Isak. And Isak, driving forward, turns and plays in Dewsbury Hall. Mulan into Gertruida. Dewsbury Hall with the shot. And it's over the top via the crossbar. And the highlight comes to an end. And we're just in the dying embers of the match now. And there's your full-time whistle. Viking 1, Newcastle 4. I'll be back in a moment with the second match of the episode after I've played West Brom in the Premier League off camera. Okay, time now for the second leg of our European tie against Viking. Team for this one: Stace Cullen goal, back four of Carlos Roberto, Gomez, Satalo and Svoboda. Gertruida behind Guimaraes and Elliott in midfield, Brable's on the left, Echeverry on the right, and Ferguson up front. So let's submit the team and go and give team talk. Okay, my assistant wants them to forget the first leg and approach this match 100% focused. I'm going to agree with him with no gesture, and let's get out into the tunnel. Is complacency a worry? Players are professional and they know they have to work just as hard in this match. You return for the second leg with a win secured away from home. You must be extremely confident of going through. Confident as long as we stick to our game plan. Can Leandro Brables take recent good form into this match? Yeah, we could do with more from him. He's been so important to us. So let's get out there and enjoy the pre-match celebrations. We stick with our usual 4-3-3. I'm expecting them to go 4-4-2. They haven't. They've gone 4-2-3-1. So it'll be interesting to see how that change of tactic works for them as kickoff is rapidly approaching. The team's in the tunnel. Referee picks the ball up and we are very nearly ready to go. So let's get the first half underway. As you know, we're 4-1 up from the first leg, so it would take a monumental cock-up not to go through. That said, we've picked up an injury to Harvey Elliott inside 5 minutes, so we're going to bring on Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall to replace him. So that's not ideal, and we need no further injuries in this match. We certainly don't want to be picking up injuries in a tie that is already won. But saying that, with 20 minutes in, there's been no further goals, but Svoboda has a corner. It's headed away, and Bekovic brings it further clear. Carlos Roberto wins it back. Brables out to Carlos Roberto on the left. He plays it into the box for Brables, who cuts it back, and Evan Ferguson opens his account for the season. And it is Newcastle 1, Viking 0 on the night, 5-1 on aggregate, and that should put any lingering doubts to bed. Viking now need 4 goals without reply to take it to extra time and 5 to win it. And they've got 65 minutes to find it. So I wouldn't expect us to throw this away now, as we approach the half hour with a 1-goal lead on the night, a 5-1 lead on aggregate, and hopefully it will be relatively drama free from here on in. Play for set pieces I'll agree with. We seem to be becoming very effective at scoring from those situations. And it's Gomez to Sotalo, who brings it forward, looks for a pass, finds Dewsbury-Hall into Echeverry, who breaks down the right hand side, plays it back to Svoboda. Echeverry again, crosses into the box, and Ferguson's fouled, and it will be a penalty. He's going to take it himself, and if he finds the back of the net, then that will surely sew the tie up and probably the match as well. So there it is, 2-0, 6-1 on aggregate. That's got to be all over in terms of tonight and the overall tie, as half time is rapidly approaching. So we will make changes at half time to try and protect 1 or 2 tired legs. Bruno definitely needs to come off, and that should be the half-time whistle. There it is, 2-0 on the night, 6-1 on aggregate. Let's go and give the lads some words of praise. I'm pleased, keep it up, absolutely. I want to make 2 further changes at half-time because we've already made 1. So I'm going to take Carlos Roberto off at left back and bring on Adam Connolly. And also, as I intimated, Bruno Guimaraes for Thibaut Moulin. And let's get out there for the second half. We've got 2 subs remaining and 2 windows to use them in, having burned one of the windows in the first half. So after an hour, I will review the situation and see if anybody else needs to come off. Ziegler with the throw-in, gets it back for Viking. Ziegler carries it forward and then plays a long ball, but it's intercepted and we can build. Moulin looking for a switch to the left, finds Connolly, who's into the area, pulls it back, and Bracalo blocks it for a corner. And it will be Svoboda with the right-footed in-swinging corner. And the header behind from Ziegler. So it'll be another Svoboda right-footed in-swinger. And can he find a black and white shirt this time? No. It's headed clear. Dewsbury Hall will collect. Plays it into Svoboda, who shoots, but it's deflected away. Bekovic brings it up to halfway. And in fact crosses halfway and is then brought down by Svoboda, who is booked for his troubles. Leandro Brables is going to be my next substitution. And we'll bring on Cockbill on the left-hand side. And I'll wait until the last 15 minutes to make the final change, as we look to just see the game out. Oy with the throw-in. Bekovic into the area, crosses it in, it's headed away. Dewsbury Hall picks up the loose ball, finds Echeverry, who's looking for support. Dewsbury Hall offers himself, and Cockbill plays it back to Gomez. Connolly plays it down the left wing, but there's nobody there. Oy to Bracalo, into Ostovic, who finds Havorson on the right hand side. Bekovic plays it back to Halvorson. Bekovic shoots and Bekovic scores, and it is 2-1 on the night, 6-2 on aggregate. And now we need to be a little bit careful. I think we're probably looking at Echeverry as the final substitution. So I'm going to line that one up, but not make it yet. And it will be Alexander Isak to come on with 15 minutes to go. And hopefully we can just see this over the line. If we could get another goal, that would just seal the win on the night. The aggregate win is already long since safe, as Stayscal takes the goal kick short to Gomez, and he's looking for a pass, finds Connolly at left back into Moulin, who finds Cockbill on the left hand side, drives in field. Dewsbury Hall to Isak, cuts in field, falls to Gertruida. Cockbill with the shot, Cockbill with the goal. It's his first goal of the season, and it is Newcastle 3, Viking 1, 7-2 on aggregate. And that should wrap up the win on the night as well as on aggregate. And we've totally dominated the tie overall. Gomez to Cockbill, who drives forward over the halfway line. Goes to the right hand side of the pitch, finds Isak, who turns, plays it left to Connolly. Connolly into Cockbill, who gets his second goal and makes it 4-1 on the night, matching the score from the away leg. So it's 8-2 on aggregate. And it is now game, set and match. No way we're losing either the match or the tie now. And it's Bracalo with the long ball forward. Connolly mops up at the back, finds Stayskel. Gomez takes over. Plays it to Connolly at left back, who gives it back to Gomez. Into Gertruida. Finds Dewsbury Hall. Plays it forward for Ferguson. Plays it into Isak on the right. Isak slides it under the keeper. Makes it 5-1 on the night. 9-2 on aggregate. And it's been a thoroughly professional performance across the two legs. And now I just want the final whistle, please. And we've got only 2 minutes of added time to wait through. And there it is, full time, 5-1 on the night, 9-2 on aggregate. I'll be back in a moment to show you the Premier League table and tell you what's coming up on the next episode. Okay, time now to take a look at the Premier League table. Despite the fact there were no Premier League games in today's episode. And as you can see, with 3 games of the season gone, we've got 2 wins, 1 defeat, 6 points. And we're currently 9th in the table. So let's have a look at what is coming up on the next episode. And I am going to keep the theme going. We're going to concentrate on the Europa Conference League. That said, with the big gap between games, I will have to bring you a Premier League game as well. So I'll bring you the away game against Sarajevo and then a home Premier League game against Leeds United. And if you've enjoyed that, please leave a nice thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and goodbye.